Last year, there's one superfood that I actually really made part of my diet, and that was natto. Natto is fermented soybeans, and in Japan, they love it. And in Korea, we have something nearly identical called 청국장, except they're eaten differently. Natto is eaten like raw, whereas 청국장, we usually put it in a stew, and it becomes nice and stinky. But yeah, I'm sure for a lot of you, losing weight and getting more healthy is top priority for this year. And for breakfast, eating natto for breakfast is amazing. So today I'm going to show you 3 ways that I've tried eating natto last year that got me really hooked. Now I must preface this by saying that natto, just looking at the texture, it's off-putting for a lot of people who are not used to bacteria. What am I saying? I mean fermented foods. So you may not like it on your first try, but don't judge it too quickly. I would say a few years later, some random event, you might be at a restaurant or you travel abroad and natto is in front of you. Try it then again for the second or maybe third time, and then from there you're gonna be like, you know what? I like this. I like this. That's what I'm waiting for. Let me start by showing you what natto looks like. At Japanese markets, they usually sell the natto. It comes in a styrofoam packet. Korean brands, it comes in these small plastic packets. Typically, the natto will come with a small packet of flavored soy sauce, as well as hot mustard, or some come with wasabi or other flavors. Try to go with the hot mustard. It looks yellow. That, I think, tastes the best. Open this up, and I'll show you what natto is all about. This is the gyoza, or the hot mustard, and then it has a little bit of soy sauce that's been cooked with katsuobushi, which are the bonito flakes. All right, it's gonna be covered with a thin layer of plastic so that it doesn't get sticky everywhere and it's easier to handle. You're gonna remove this layer. Now we're gonna be doing this motion a lot. Stay there, bean. Move it around in a circular motion, and then the sticky strands, they'll tear off. So what exactly is natto? These are soybeans that are being fermented with a bacterial culture named Bacillus subtilis. Sounds just like a Roman emperor. Bacillus subtilis III. Now for some quick knowledge, let me show you how it's made. The beans are washed and then soaked in water for 12 to 20 hours so that the size increases, and then the soybeans are steamed for 6 hours. Then the beans are mixed with that Roman emperor, Bacillus subtilis, and then from that point on, it's handled very carefully so that it doesn't get any impurities, and it's left to ferment at 40 degrees Celsius for 24 hours. After the natto is cooled down, then it's aged in a refrigerator for 1 week so that it develops the stickiness. Right, so there's only one key step, and it's fun. When you eat natto, or before you eat natto, you gotta mix this up. I would say give it around 20 or 30 good stir arounds, and take a look at that. That's what natto is. And simply, we spread it over rice. Now, to improve the taste, we're gonna put in that seasoned soy sauce as well as our hot mustard. Now give it another good mix. And once you add those 2 ingredients, you're getting a little bit of kick from the hot mustard and then the saltiness of the soy sauce. Then when you spread it over rice, I think it's amazing. Whenever your chopsticks get out of the natto, you do a little tornado so that the sticky strands, it rips off. You have some green onions, always great as a topping. Cut them fine. And typically, natto is eaten with rice as breakfast food. Get a little bit of our finely diced green onions. Place it right in the middle. And this bowl right here is usually what I have for breakfast at least 2 times a week. If you live in a country where eating raw egg is no problem, like Korea, Japan, you can drop an egg yolk into here and mix everything up. It makes it a little bit more rich, more creamy, and a little bit more filling as well, but you don't need the egg. So naturally, you're gonna ask yourself, why I gotta eat such a thing? Well, you don't have to. But if you do, you get tons of health benefits. Number 1 is that natto is a fermented good and it has a lot of probiotics. Probiotics is the healthy gut in your bacteria. It helps you digest and also helps to absorb a lot of the nutrition in your food. Number 2, why do you eat tofu or other soybean derived foods? Because it's packed with clean protein. And then there's also a long list of vitamins and minerals. And that's it. Daniel, are you being sponsored by some sort of bean company? No. Version number 2. Daniel, can you make this a little bit Korean, infuse that Korean flavor into natto? What more than some kimchi? Now you can add any type of kimchi. The only requirement is that it's been aged or fermented for a little bit. And for most dishes, if you're using kimchi as an ingredient, you want to use aged kimchi. Now the kimchi that I'm using, I have some fresh kimchi, but I just saw this at the market. I thought it'd be easy. This is just single-size servings of stir-fried kimchi. It's just been stir-fried in a wok at 100 degrees Celsius. But again, you can just use regular aged kimchi, all right? In the second version, we're gonna get tons of flavor because we got that kimchi juice. You can put the mixture in at the beginning as well. Let's give this another good 20 to 30 twirls. And then let's combine the best of both worlds, Korean kimchi with Japanese natto. You can just mix the two together. If you like, we can add a little bit more. I like. Oh my gosh, this is like a super combination because kimchi is also a fermented food. Actually, the second version is what I used to get Katie into natto. She really liked the blend of the two. Hit it with a little bit of greens. And then we're gonna just use some kim, which are the toasted and salted seaweed laver. All right, and there it is. This is kimchi natto rice bowl with a little bit of seaweed sheets. And now I'm gonna add one more to the mix because variety is the spice of life. Of course, we've gotta add avocado to natto. Check it out. All we need is a half an avocado. I'm gonna just hit it with a little bit of lemon juice so it doesn't change color. Scoop this baby out and let's get small squares. We can hit this with a little bit of salt. It's good to season each ingredient. And by now, you know how to do this. Add our natto in. This is almost like a natto guacamole. Little bit of black pepper. Just like guacamole, a few more drops of lemon or lime. If you want some more texture, you can also dice up some cucumbers and add that in there. Add a little bit of a crunch. Put some rice down, either a raw egg or fried egg. Let's do sunny side up. I want to break in that yolk into the rice. And remember I said to season every ingredient. Since we added a fresh hot egg, just add a little dash of soy sauce to this. And then if you saw my Korean scrambled eggs video, you know the combination of soy sauce and sesame oil on fried egg. Unbelievable. Our natto and our avocados around the perimeter. Some black pepper. Then finish off with some green onion. All right, and if you want to make it a set menu, grill up some fish. I have some gajami. And then we have some leftover doenjang. Is this hot? Yes. And then the fried fish is ready. I'm going to squirt a little bit of lemon juice on top. Beautiful. All right, and there it is. This is like a natto fiesta platter.
Wow, すごいですね. I think you remind me of those Japanese housewives who cook for their husbands.
Excuse me? This is the original Katie. We have a fusion of Japanese and Korean right here. And then Katie here we have avocado, and I put a sunny side egg up just in case you're very, very hungry. So for our beginners, how do you eat this? It's very simple. You just eat it with rice. It's already mixed up for you. So just go in like that and then bon appetit. Well, actually, like the Japanese, you want to carry the bowl closer to your face. Twirl it off. Nice. Oh man, I got some on the camera.
I want to be clean.
Wow, nice lift. Oh!
Wow, 떨어진다. Actually, I like this version better.
And then we have the avocado and get everything mixed in like that. Wow. That sunny side egg yolk. So good, right? The avocado.
I love it.
Oh, you got the strand in my eye. Remember to twist off, guys. All right. I've taught you 3 ways. They're all very delicious. Try any which way, and I want you to, this is a challenge, try natto for the first. If you tried it once and you didn't like it, try it for the dos. If you tried it for the dos and you didn't like it, try for the thrice.
Yes, this is like my 5th time, and now I enjoy it.
You started liking around your 3rd time? All right. See you guys.
See you.